Welcome, Dart Players one and all. Today on Straight to the Point, we're going to be going through the games I play on a match day. So the first thing we're going to do is play a game called 99 Darts. Now with 99 Darts, every time you get a treble 20, you get 3 points for each treble. Single 20 is 1 point. So that's 7 points. And you're going to do this for 99 darts. Just see how many points you can get. It's a much harder game than it sounds, but I like doing it because it stops you giving up on shots. You're never quite out of it. But there, 3 straight. I'll take it. It's not too bad. Aim at the treble, accept the big number. I've always said that. As soon as you start trying too hard for the trebles, that's when the bad scores come. Like this visit, straight into the 1. But don't give up on it. You can always come back. 1 good dart, that's another 3 points. And good save. Keep going till you've thrown at 99 darts. Now keep this tailored to your level, but try to get X amount of points. If you can get 100 points around a 60 average, that's without the ability of switching though. So it's much, much harder than it sounds. Much, much harder than it sounds. Next we play a game of bowl switch, where you're just going to throw 21 darts in this. It's a very simple game. It's been on my channel before. I came up with this game around 2010, 2011. I've played it ever since. Throw for the bowl with the first dart. Now, whatever you hit, so I've hit a 3, I've got to go for the double opposite it. Then regardless of whether I hit that double, I still have to go for the double of itself. So I'm going to have to go double top, double 3. Straight in the double top, then a double 3. But even if I miss that double top, you've got to switch. So the punishment for missing the bowl is the biggest switch possible. Okay. So for argument's sake, if I hit... we'll see where I hit. So I hit a 10 this time. So now I've got to go double 14, double 10. It's good for your spatial awareness around the board. And it's so much harder than it looks. Because you're constantly switching. And if I do get one in the bowl, fast forward, 'cause it's going to take ages. Then you just stay there. Now if I miss with that second dart, then again I have to go for the opposite double. So if that second dart had been in the 10, I'd still want double 14 with the next dart. Sometimes it's better to play this game early on because it's good to be missing the ball. When you get warmed up on the ball, you're pretty much just throwing at the ball all the time. So the first one keeps going in. But if you're missing the first one, it's some tough old switching. Also bear in mind as well, in between each of these games, I'd always take a little 5-minute break as well. And next we're going to practice our rhythm, just try to get a nice feel going. So we're going to try and get 3 straight darts or at least a treble for 18 darts straight. Just so we can tell ourselves we're keeping a rhythm and hitting something decent most visits. There's some level of consistency there. That's a good confidence booster for when you go into a game, knowing you've already done that. If you can get 18 decent visits, you can throw a decent leg of darts. That was an awesome start, and this is looking even better. You know, I think that's the 3 best darts I've thrown in this video so far. Definitely. I couldn't throw 3 darts better than that. That was great. I remember doing this in 2 takes, so I'm expecting a miss at some point, but I wanted to show that I'm human. And that's what happens. See, the rhythm on those just didn't look right, and I tried too hard. Take a break, come back again. And if you're wondering if it's a different time in the day, it's not. I just edited the 2 clips separately. I put too much lighting on this one. But it's exactly the same time. It's still nighttime. I don't get that much time to play anymore. But I am playing more. So 60 with the first visit. That's a 3. Got to get a treble. Just about saved it. But what makes this difficult is not trying to hit it. It's concentrating just on the feel. See the pause at the end of my drawback? Picking each dart up the same. Find the pause, flick it through. 10 straight after it. That's lovely. 60, 80, 10. That's not bad. It's not bad darts. I'll take that. Now again, find your pause. That's beautiful. And just follow it. See if I keep that pause at the end of the draw. And I do. One more. I'll give myself the benefit of the doubt on that one because it bounced clean out. It was definitely in the 20s at least. Probably a treble. And I think it's important to be kind on yourself when you're on the practice board. So many players play games that punish themselves all the time. And I think that's just mental. Darts is a game of keeping calm and relaxed. If you can't keep calm and relaxed on the practice board, how are you going to do it in the game? That's good. Nice done 40. That was beautiful. 3 more good darts. and I'm good. But keep finding that pause. Just flick it more. Good. Little pause at the end of the draw. Flick it through. That's nice and easy. Not bad. Now we have an even harder game. 3 darts at each double. And with the 3 darts at each double, there's 2 times I'll use this. When I practice in the week, I'll always do 3 darts at each double. Now I'll count how many points I get. On a match day, I don't count the amount of points. Rarely. Sometimes I will, but very rare. It's more about keeping them all close. As long as I'm keeping them all close, I'm throwing 3 good darts at each double. My darts are grouping and they're not missing but much. I'm happy with it. Because I'm just trying to get the feel right. You know, I'll worry about them going in later. If I can get them all going well, I'm feeling good. I've got a good chance of playing well. And to be fair, they've gone in so far. But if I start forcing them in, and then I go into a game, I'm not going to be confident. I'd rather miss close and just get them all feeling good. If they feel good and they're going close, I'm very happy. I mean, so far they've gone brilliant, but they don't always go that well, let me tell you. Not always. See, that is quite far away. That's at the flight. Got to get it in. That's beautiful, to be fair. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. But more importantly, I didn't force it. I didn't throw it really hard. My arm wasn't lifting straight up in the air. I just flicked it more. Find the pause, keep the arm relaxed, flick it more. Look how high that is. Just pause, flick it. Pause at the end of the draw and flick it. Good grouping, not too bad. Shame we missed, but hey ho, I threw them decent. What more can you ask for? 6. That's a beautiful marker. That's a really bad dart, considering how good the first one was. Oh, we've nicked it with the last anyway. So I'll just do this all the way around the board until eventually I get 3 darts at the bowl. And at that point, I'm going to pack my darts up and go out. And when I go out, I'm going to try and get the boys to play a game of tons. It's always better to play this against someone. We normally play first to 10 points. Professionals generally play first to 20 points. But it's quite simple. Every time you get a ton, you get a point. Also, 121 would be 1 point, 10 would be 1 point. But that is your typical visit in this game. Just wanting to keep one more straight dart and you get a point. This is when a bit of pressure kicks into it. Tons is hard. Especially this is when you first really start trying to hit something. You know? It's not an easy thing to do. But if you can keep on 3 straight, then there's a good chance. I mean, that's not a bad visit. It's a shame it's only 60, no points again, but you can have 3 good darts and get no points. If you're in 85s and 60s and they're all close, it's painful. But if you get a ton, it's 1 point, ton 42 points, ton 80, yay, 3 points. First to 10 points is what I normally play at amateur level. You could do first to 6 if you're just playing at public or something, but the pros do first to 20, but that's quite a long game, unless you're hitting a lot of tons. It's easy to feel a little bit of pressure in that game. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching Straight to the Point. Please remember to like and leave a comment, and as always, subscribe if you love the darts.